Thank you. We are back and very sorry for the break in transmission, but this is part two of our discourse on drug abuse titled A State of Emergency of Drug Abuse. So this is the part two. I encourage you to go and check it the part one before you continue with this episode. But let's look at it. In part one, we said that Nigeria is a failed state. Recently, the federal government of Nigeria, through the Pharmacists Council of Nigeria (PCN), an agency in charge of regulating the practice of pharmacy in Nigeria, banned the operation of open drug markets in Nigeria. This is a fallacy. It's only on paper because the open markets are still open, freely selling drugs unhindered, business as usual, and nobody is doing anything about it. Nigeria is a failed state. A member of the House of Representatives recently moved a motion, noted that there was an organic correlation between the level of narcotic drug abuse and the frequency and severity of crimes in every society, including Nigeria, stressing that it was not surprising that those arrested for various crimes were drug addicts and traffickers. This is a fact that we have established and noted in our part one. Nigeria is a failed state. Cannabis, described by the World Health Organization as the most abused drug globally, is the commonly used hard drug in Nigeria that can be found virtually everywhere in the country. Even in the street, you see people gather and they are just smoking it freely, business as usual, as if it is our custom, our tradition. It's now our way of life. It's just normal. Nobody think anything about it. People just walk past and just go their way. It's a dangerous, there's a dangerous trend, worse than what I've even elucidated right now. The growing trend abuse of synthetic and designer drugs by Nigerians, coupled with the increase in the number of household items and other easily accessible narcotizing agents like amphetamine, methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin, plantain, glue, codeine laced with cough syrup, cement, even animal excreta are being sniffed in Nigeria. People will sneak tire, sneak everything. People just sneak everything. It is too bad to the extent that they drink snapper and die, commit suicide. It's alarming. It's a dangerous trend in Nigeria. It must reverse. It must reverse. The tragic phenomenon now affects all strata and demographic groups of our Nigerian society. What can we do? Recently, in the House of Representatives on June 1st, 2023, they urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to declare a state of emergency on drug abuse in the country. This is I don't understand. We have gone past that stage. It's something that should have been done 5 years back. Unfortunately, up to now, we can't come to grips with just a declaration of state of emergency and control this menace. They are also call for the development of preventive strategy in the form of enlightenment campaign against drug abuse and its consequences, by directing the National Orientation Agency to also develop some awareness campaign against drug abuse in the country. This is again trivializing the issue. We must have gone past through this. We should rather be fighting war, waging serious war against drug abuse by now. We don't seem to know where we are heading to. We want to all be consumed before we will rise and act. They also call for the development of preventive strategies in the form of an enlightenment campaign. Woe to Nigeria. This is not the level, that is not the level that should be addressed at this stage. It rather requires a state of emergency where all hands must be on deck. What can we do? Look at another scenario. The governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sheriff Obori, he has charged the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency (NDLEA) to declare a state of emergency on substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking in Nigeria. Obori gave the charge while playing host to the agency's Assistant Commandant General Narcotics and Director of Admin and Establishment, Alhaji Hamisu Lawal, who paid him a costly visit at Government House Asaba. The governor noted that the change had become necessary as it will go a long way in helping to mitigate the worrisome trend of substance and illicit drug abuse in the country. He listed the factors responsible for substance and illicit drug abuse to include poor socioeconomic background, bad parenting, family problems, poor academic performance, and social pressure. Well, if the governor cannot declare a war and wage it, if NDLA cannot declare war and wage it, NAFDAC cannot do so. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, House of Rep, all the people that are supposed to save us cannot do so. Right now and here, right now, I, Dr. Uche Wisdom Esegwe, the purpose doctor, hereby declare a state of emergency against drug abuse in Nigeria, and we will turn this country upside down, except those that are saddled with the responsibility to do so rise up and do their work. All hands must be on deck. Our challenge now, we must bring all hands on deck. We cannot say that there is nothing we will do, but we, as drug-free club, we are going to rise up and wake everybody out of this slumber. What can we do? It is pertinent government at all levels, the organized private sector, the family unit, and NGOs work closely together to combat this menace. So if we fail to destroy narcotic drug addiction as a country, it will destroy Nigeria. I warn, if we fail to rise after this clarion call, it will destroy Nigeria. What can we do? We must sit up and take our destiny in our hands. I mean, non-governmental organizations as well as individuals, we all have a role to play. Since everybody have left the role for everybody, nobody has done something about it. But I arise today and every hand must be put on deck to do something about it. Thank you. God bless you.